Going into the last round, what did your corner say to you?
Do you think if you had more time
After the
you
fight,
would
you
have
go
been
to
able to
Twitter
finish it?
and
Who
call
is the person you would like least to fight?
Hey there, bare knuckle fight fans. Susan Cingari here from Must Love MMA, where every fighter has a story. Joining me tonight from Sweden is Mathias Jonsson, who recently signed with the absolutely amazing organization World Lethwei. How are you tonight, Matthias?
I'm very good, actually. The weather is nice in Sweden for a change, so I have been enjoying the weather today, and I just moved to a new apartment, and this is my second night here, so I'm very happy. I'm having a great day. I hope yours as well.
I'm having a good day. We're kind of crazy in Florida with COVID, but we'll just talk about that later. Let's get into your story because that's what my fans care about. So, World Lethwei is a really interesting organization. Wonderful production, really just an amazing amount of people watch it internationally. How would you describe the style that is involved in World Lethwei? It's similar to bare knuckle.
Yeah, it's like bare knuckle. If like bare knuckle is like the little sister of World Lethwei, because Lethwei is like I would say it's the original bare knuckle, the Burmese bare knuckle boxing, where you're allowed to do headbutts, you're allowed to do elbows, you're allowed to do like kicks, knees, anything, throws to the ground, anything except wrestling actually. So it's a lot like MMA without the wrestling, and you add headbutts, and yeah, you make it a little bit more brutal. You take away all the protection. You're allowed to have protection on your hands, of course, to just actually to protect your hands, not to protect the opponent. But it's a brutal sport. So
Yeah.
if you like brutal, you're going to love World Lethwei. Trust me.
I like brutal. I like bare knuckle. I like MMA. I like anything combat related. I wanted to also ask you. Fans have not had a chance to see World Lethwei. We're going to be rolling some video right now of the production. But talk to me a little bit about how you feel like it's. I feel like it's a historical event for World Lethwei. It's got a lot of
It is.
circumstance, but it's beautiful in that way.
Yeah, it's gonna be like historical because it's the first time I think this is legal in the rest of the world. They took away some rules and added some a point system, but originally Lethwei is not. It doesn't have points. It can only end in a knockout or a draw. And you were allowed to get like two minutes of a rest if you get knocked out to restart, like one timeout. Now they changed that and they made it like a little bit more healthy or not dangerous. So now it's allowed in the world in some places, and I'm looking forward to be one of the first to ever compete in it worldwide.
Now, Matthias, some of my fan base is U.S. based. We just recently had an opportunity to hear it in the U.S. to have bare knuckle legalized. Talk to me a little bit. I know you're a four-time Swedish Muay Thai champion, but give our USA viewers, if you will, some of your background in fighting because it's quite a good background.
Yeah, it's a good background. It's not the best though, and I'm striving for the best. So I will not say it's good until it's the best. But yeah, I'm four-time Swedish champion, and I am third place of IFMA World Muay Thai organization, the World Championship of Muay Thai. And then I fought legends like Singdam. I fought Pech Samui, and it's called Ferrari Fairtex from Thailand. That's the guy I fought in the World Championship last time, and he's just kicking ass in Lumpini. So he's like one of the absolute greatest you can find. Yeah, I've had a couple of fights against various Thai people, and I've won a couple on knockouts. I've lost a couple as well on points, but as many people know in Thailand, to fight a Thai and not knock him out, it's mostly a loss. And so I'm not embarrassed about my how do you say? I can't find the name.
Record.
No, my record, but it can always get better, and I need more wins, and I'm looking for those wins. And now, trying World Lethwei, I get a new play. How do you say?
A new promotion.
Yeah, a fresh page, to start a new record of like Lethwei fights. But yeah, I've had a couple of really good fights, so I know that doesn't matter who I'm fighting. I know I'm capable of giving the people a good fight and him a good fight. And most of the times when I win, it's a knockout. So when it's brutal like Lethwei, the people are gonna see a knockout. I know it.
How would you describe your style then?
My style is actually, people look at me and I don't think they see me as a technical fighter. So if they're like Muay Thai fans or they like fighters with style, they shouldn't look at me. I'm more of a brutal type of fighter. I like to go forward. I don't mind getting hit. It's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. Rocky. And I embrace that. I like fighters like Mike Tyson, raw strength, brutal, like just knockout. I think that's what I like to watch when I watch fights. I like to see knockouts. I like to see people who are hungry for the win.
Right.
You're not there to play checkers. I mean, you're gonna get punched. You might as well just protect yourself good and then just punch him harder back. Yeah, I don't like fights where they dodge and run away, and when they are tired, they think they have won the fight and they're trying to avoid getting hit. That's not me. You're gonna see blood. From me, from him, it doesn't matter. It's probably gonna be blood.
I call that the beautiful bloody fight, by the way, because we like to watch those here and all across the U.S. and internationally. Where do you train, Matthias?
I train in Tullinge Muay Thai. It's based in Stockholm, Sweden, in a suburb called Tullinge. I've been training there for 11 years, and my coaches are like my best friends, and the club is like a family.
Wow.
Like people have this picture of when you say, especially I know in Sweden they have, when you say you're a martial artist or you do combat sports, they think you're a thug or a badass.
Right.
But most people might start off as thugs, and then they come to this great place of love and training, and they become something else. They become confident. They stop doing shit on the streets. They stop fighting outside. They get calmer. This is like, it's the best boost you can give anybody who's a troublemaker. So this place is like a home for me. I feel safe, and I feel like I'm surrounded by people I love, and they love me. So you should go and train.
I love it. How did you get involved in combat sports then?
Oh, I actually played ice hockey when I was younger.
Oh, wow.
And I did that very like serious for a while, from the very early age. I think I was 4 when I started, and I quit when I was 12. And then I had a year when I was sitting at the computer, and I've always liked combat sports, but I started with wrestling with a hockey team. And from that, I just started watching the movie Never Back Down. And I saw this combat sport, and I thought it would look cool. And I just wanted to try it because I was starting to get a little bit fat from playing too much computer. So I searched for just any combat sports close to my home, and I found Tullinge. It was like one kilometer away. I know you don't use that in the States, but you should learn to use that as well. It's very simple. And I tried once with a friend, and I was stuck. I was just like, I fall in love. Like, I hated in the training because I was unfit and I felt sick, and I'm always the one that pushes myself until I puke. So I hated the first 3 weeks, but the good feeling came afterwards, and the good feeling kept me in place all day long, like for the next day and the next day and the next day, and I just felt happy, and I never quit.
When can we see you fighting at World Lethwei, and is there anybody you want to call out?
I actually don't want to call out anybody because I just want them. I want to work my way up. I don't want to get the title shot right away. If I do, that's great. I'll kick some ass and get the title, but for me, it's all about, like, I want to prove myself to the people. I want to build a fan base. I want them to see me. I want them to love me, and I want to deserve it. So anybody who wants to fight and thinks they can have a shot at me, bring it.
Bring it on.
I'm here.
Who inspires you, Matthias?
I think I only have one guy that really inspires me in combat sport generally, and that's Mike Tyson.
Okay.
I don't know why, actually. I've just always, since I was a young kid, always liked him, and I've watched all his fights, all his documentaries. I love his fighting style. He's ruthless, and he's just like keep moving forward. And I know he was like me as well. I'm a scared fighter. I'm like, in my head, I'm not scared of getting hurt. I'm not scared. I'm scared of losing. That's like that's the worst thing that could happen, is for me to lose. And feeling also that that I did lose. Sometimes the judges may not agree with you, but
Right.
you can be fine with that. But if I feel like I'm losing, that hurts me. So I fight with like Mike Tyson did. He was scared when he went into the ring, but as soon as the gong bing bing goes, it's just like another person. Because I don't know how to describe that feeling. I'm a very calm person. I've never been in a fight outside the ring. I'm a very like happy guy. People would never think I'm a fighter except if they look at my scars. But when I go into the ring, it's just that ding ding, and it's released. How do you say? Release the pit bull. It's just like poof.
Release the pit bull. I like that.
Yeah, and
That's very
so
cool. Before we go today, Matthias, is there anything else you'd like to add? And please give our viewers your social media handles.
Okay. I would like to add to everybody who watches this, hopefully everybody likes combat sport. But if you see this and you do not like combat sport, try it. Just give it one try. And trust me, if everybody did this, it would be a better world.
Agreed. Don't forget your social media handles.
Yeah, and my social media is on Instagram. My name is Matthias, and it's Mathias.Jonsson, and it's John GonSson. Mathias Jonsson. Mathias.Jonsson.
All right. Go ahead.
If it's Facebook, it's just my name. Same there.
All right. Thanks to Matthias for taking the time to interview with us today. Matthias, I'm really looking forward to interviewing you again before your next fight.
Of course.
Susan Cingari. No one beats us to the punch. And remember to knock out that subscribe button below. And also you can write in the comment section if you want me to interview somebody. Matthias, thank you so much for your time.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.